Hello everyone. On behalf of Shri Aurobindo Society, myself Utpal welcome you all the teachers in one of the most innovative and successful idea sharing platform ZIIEI Zero Investment Innovation for Education Initiative. Here we are discussing the new and innovative ideas for different lessons and how we can make the whole learning process fun and interesting for the kids. Today I am going to discuss a lesson from NCERT Board Class 3rd Chapter 12. The subject is Environmental Studies and the name of the lesson is Work We Do. The idea that I'm going to discuss is Seeing is Believing field trip under the case study New Age Teaching Technique. The innovation and the purpose of this idea is to make the student experience the concepts through excursion. And seeing is believing field trips leads to an environmental experience of the concept which increases the retention time of the concept. The duration is 3 periods, 40 minutes each. This idea can be implemented to build, explain and revise the concept of different occupation, to develop the discipline in the work field, to understand the concept of working inside and outside of homes, age, gender, economic aspects. The educator will take the students in a field trip nearby market to describe the mentioned concept. What are the pre-arrangement? The educator have to take permission from school authorities and the parents to take the students to a field trip. In period 1, for building the concept of different occupation and to prepare the students for a field trip, teacher initiate the class by saying that today we are going to play a riddle game and everyone have to participate. If everyone will be very nice to each other, then everyone will get a reward. Then teacher say some sentences that I'm going to say some sentences about some occupation and you have to identify that occupation. For example, teacher says that I am the one who repairs cars or buses. Guess who I am? The possible response will be mechanic. Similarly, teacher asks few more questions like I am the one who drives the bus. I am the one who repairs the water pipes, tanks, etc. And then at the end, teacher conclude the class that you all have participated and you all have been very nice to each other. That's why as a reward, we all are going for a field trip. In period 2, for explaining the concepts, teacher inform the students that they are going for a field trip, and for that teacher give the instruction to the students that all students should make a group of 5 members and teacher choose a leader and teacher instruct them to come out of the class in a line and they should walk along the road, not in the middle of the road, and they should observe in the market what kind of people they are working and they should discuss among in the group members. This activity should not be more than 40 minutes and after the field trip they should come in a discipline in the class and then teacher at the end appreciate all the students for maintaining the discipline during the field trip. In period 3, for explaining the concept of different occupation, to develop the discipline in the work field, to understand the concept of working inside and outside of homes, age, gender, economic aspects, teacher initiate by asking, do you all have enjoyed yesterday's activities? The response will be yes. And then teacher ask a question, what kind of work you have seen or they are doing in the market? The responses will be selling things, making shoes, cutting hair, etc. Then teacher asks the question, can any one of your family member do this work? Then teacher might get responses that my father has a shop who sell household items. Then teacher asks the question to all the students, what do we call the person who has shop and who sells household items? The response will be shopkeeper. And then teacher asks that who go outside to buy the household items? The response will be father, mother, brother. Do you also go with them? Then the response will be yes. And then teacher asks that do you also do the household work at home? If yes, then what kind of work do you do at home. Then teacher get all the responses and ask the student, then apart from household work, do you do any other work at home? Then teacher asked the student and get the responses on the board. Then teacher instructed all the student to make a tabular column in their notebook with two columns. The first column will be the name of the person and the second column is what they do. And teacher instruct all the students to write the name of your family member under the first column: grandmother, grandfather, father, mother, brother, sister, uncle, aunt. And teacher give 10 minutes of time to every student that they should write against the name of the person that what work they do. And then teacher inform the student that school is also a place where many people work. Then teacher asks, who works at school? The responses will be driver, teacher, cook. Then teacher asks the question, will you be happy if you're not allowed to come to the school? The response will be no. Then teacher inform the student that Dipali is also a girl who doesn't go to school. Then at this moment, teacher instruct the student that read out the lesson about her. And then teacher ask the leading question, what kind of work she does at home. Then teacher get the response, and then teacher again ask, does she like missing her school for the household work? The response will be no. And then teacher again ask, what kind of work and why she does that work. Then teacher get the response from the students and inform the students that there are some student or children who doesn't have any other option to do work for money for their family. And then teacher inform the students about this, that they should get the skill of empathy as well. And then teacher ask the question that what kind of work you do at home. If they respond the question, then again the teacher asks that tell me about your daily routine and tell me the activities since morning. And teacher wait for their response and conclude the activity by saying that different people they do different kind of work according to their age, gender and condition at home. And by this activity we have seen that student able to identify the relationship with and among the family members, and they can describe the role of their family members, and they can identify the objects, places and activities at home, at school and their neighborhood. And they can also able to make meaningful sentences in English in orally or in written format with the use of noun, pronouns, preposition, adjectives. And they can able to record the observation, experiences, information about the activities, about the places they visit, and they can predict the patterns. And with this idea, teacher imparts the value of cooperation among the students and also give the core life skill values like critical thinking, self-awareness, decision making, empathy, effective communication. And with this idea, children with intellectual disability, learning disability and slow learners get a chance to see the outside world, and it increases the self-confidence. And children with autism and ADHD can also engage themselves for better learning in the class. I hope you're going to implement this activity in your school, in your classroom. For this kind of more videos, please subscribe ZIIEI YouTube channel. And if you're watching this video on Facebook, we request you to please like our page. Thank you.